sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Hoosier State, where Colts fans rise to their feet with the striking of the anvil as it is time for football here at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indy. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Indianapolis Colts. On the visitor's sideline, their head coach. These guys got the season started on a high note, a home victory in the opener. On the other side, Colts head coach Shane Steichen. His guys also winners in week 1, so a couple of 1-0 teams. Teams here each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 7th-year quarterback.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
They'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Down at the 33-yard line.
The rushing numbers for Taylor in last week's ball game. 17 carries, 77 yards, and a touchdown.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expecting to make a run and not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up
throwing Jones. Here's a diving catch right side. Now we'll pause for the injured player, and it's Jonathan Taylor who's shaken up. It certainly would be a major loss for this offense. Hopefully he's okay. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. This pass left side to Downs. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd
from the midfield strike. They lift it through. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
Jones. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. This is going to be another 1st down as they make the tackle at the Broncos 35. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Pearson. He's got it. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board 1st here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. And they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
And a year ago when he was drafted, it felt like Central Casting, Bo Nix coming to the NFL ready to roll, and he surpassed all expectations a season ago and threw for nearly 30 touchdown passes as a rookie. He fell just short with 29, but a huge piece of his team's future.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And a Broncos 1st down.
They'll go again with Dobbins. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Rushing totals for Dobbins last week. 24 carries, 119 yards, and the score.
So coming off the opener where they established the run and established the run, their goal is to make sure that the trend continues and to serve notice to the rest of the leg that they might be a run-first team.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. You look at this Colt defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this done.
Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Denver.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll get that complete to Franklin. From the 31, here's 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up
now it's Nix.
3. At the Colts.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
J.K.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's another.
1st and 10, it's Dobbins. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll run with a 2nd-round pick from April's Drive. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
And the Broncos, 1st down.
Nick's going to give to Hardy. And he's going to be hemmed in down right at the line of scrimmage. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's Nix. Setting up a screen for Harvey. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
To R.J. Harvey. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. He's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
It's a bad team. They're so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it to the post for 3 points. Game on.
They'll start out here with action left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Bronco defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's try to get to that number 1 spot.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh 7 downs.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Taylor now. Ooh, the juke. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So at 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. Now he'll tuck this and run. And just a yard on the scramble and 2nd down. The Colts are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line.
Colts, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he takes this one in for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. This offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in Week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
After a break down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away, following the touchdown. A nice little juke. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up 2nd.
He'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And scratch out only about a yard after the 32. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This pass broke it up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The Colts offense and running back Jonathan Taylor heading back onto the field. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this 1st half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
on 2nd and 7. Jones. That's to his tight end, Tyler Warren. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a good yardage after the catch as that might go for 30 and a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas.
And the play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's going to be met in the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down at the 18-yard line.
2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off play action. Jones. And he's wrapped up. Taken down at the 25. Alex Singleton. The outside linebacker dropping it for a loss of 6.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4th.
He did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And his kick here is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17 to 3. So 3 points there, they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. The more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Denver's offense now set to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
A loss of 2.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd
to throw. Here's Nix. And this pass broken up. The contact low of time there. And now 4th down. Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now. As he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just set up for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice the game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 30.
Not one that I've ever had.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
And the Colts, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A short one there, caught by Warren. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but now Ford takes it inside the 40.
12 more yards.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On the handoff, Taylor. Pretty nice, aggressive run here before being brought down just inside of the 30.
He's tackled at the
57 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Colts, 1st down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's to the left sideline and incomplete.
On the throwaway.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Brandon Jones on the coverage.
Operating from the gun. Jones. extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Broncos 3.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Gets around it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Throwing Nix. And he's going to have to hook up to Sutton. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Second and a yard.
Operating from the gun. Here's Nix. Gets it underneath. Here's Harvey. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First down.
To throw is Nix. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Zaire Franklin. And the Colts will take over possession here at the 44. And Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I have no idea how many yards I had. Those guys have an innate sense of what they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated. They're always working.
It's done. Second and
Working well towards 100 here. 2nd and 6. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. Now he had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. On 4th down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. Marvin Mims deep for Denver. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Broncos going to get one more possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from the overall line. Now he drops it incomplete. Their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Nix to the air. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. He'll air this one out from Mims. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the Broncos offense set to begin this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
It's second and inches.
Out of the gun, they go with Harvey. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
They'll
say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's third down and inches.
And less than a yard.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On the sneak, it's Nix. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of a yard.
Looking to throw. Nix. And that will get me off target and incomplete.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, it's quick ones. Timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Third and 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
Back to throw. Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 45-yard line.
16 yards.
Off the play fake. Here's Nix. Now he's going to step up and run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
11 more yards. That's another Broncos first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Broncos.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
He was taken down behind
officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Second and 11 at the Colts' 39-yard line.
Looking to throw. Nix. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Complete.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
It's a gain of 4. And it's third down.
Operating from the gun. Nix. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now Lutz for the field goal try. He made his first. This from 47 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10.
So here are the Colts to take over. They were winners over the Dolphins last week. They are on top right now as well as they come up first and 10. Looking to put a drive together. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. From the 23, here's the second and 9.
Second and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's the crossing route and he finds Pittman. They'll come up facing third and 5.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Jones. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
On the ground, it's Harvey to start the drive. And a pretty good burst there as he gets this across midfield and down to the 46.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Broncos 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Franklin. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Yards.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
A gain of 14. And the Broncos 1st down.
Operating from the gun. Nix. Nowhere to turn. He's going to go down. Back into the 37-yard line. Grover Stewart, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Nix. And pressure coming, and he got it once again. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4 yards.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or the athletic ability just takes over.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Looking for the check out bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
The Colts offense and Daniel Jones set to take over again. And he had it going in the 1st half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here.
And he has met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Tackle made at the 21.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Quick throw into the hands of Pittman.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 55.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
Throwing Jones.
The RPO, he'll keep it himself.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Bounds at the 44-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Jones.
That's complete to Pierce.
And this is going to be another 1st down as he'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line.
And the Colts 1st down.
They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
It's a gain of 2.
Looking to throw. Jones. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Colts, first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Back at the 23-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. A short one there, caught by Roy. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15.
It's a gain of 6.
Now Jones from the gun on third down. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be fourth down. Spencer Schrader now on to try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Set to take over, the Broncos offense trots back out. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. They do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and then trying to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good.
Working out again is Nix. He completes this to Sutton.
Nix's pass.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw again.
47.
Now they go screen. It's complete. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Nix once more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Guys moving completely in the middle. That's Harvey.
Pass.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
They'll look to throw again. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's another Broncos first down. 1st and goal.
Nix to throw again. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now it's Nix. This throw nearly intercepted. Delay third down coming up.
And goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! Cortland Sutton, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Lots on for the point after. And he's got it to make it 27-13.
Makes the score Colts 27.
So that drive, 12 plays in length. And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way. So it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming in. I sense that everyone is getting there. They need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Now Jones. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard
So the Broncos coming out now. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Mekhi Blackman on the stop. It's a pickup at 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
He's going to use his legs here.
The 16-yard line.
And not a whole lot to speak of there, so bring him down shy of the 20. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down. Nix from the shotgun. Now he'll tuck this and run. And the ball is knocked out. And the Colts pick it up. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it again. He's looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to play the Colts first down. And that should be the one that finishes this game off.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Colts, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.